Okay, we're going to take a look at a very straightforward API, the Language Identification API. What this does is it looks at a string of text and identifies what language it's in. So something like hola, it will say is Spanish, and so on. And so what we're going to do is just look at some of the different examples here. And then here's the actual endpoint for this API. Here's a sample call. So you can just see, du hast mich gefragt is a German expression. You call the API, it's a REST JSON API. It's going to return the results back to you. Again, easy and straightforward. Here's some other examples. It can detect character sets such as Japanese, Chinese, and it's going to even Greek characters, Arabic. Hundreds of languages from all over the world it can identify. And so to see it in action here, we will go to the try.interzoid.com interactive API application that enables you to try any of these APIs without writing code. And here we are on the Identify Language API, one of the ones available on the left column. Now you do need an API key since you are calling an API. You can go to the menu and get an API key, or you can just go to interzoid.com, and here's the sample value, and all you need to do is try it out is click identify language. It's going to make the call, and here it comes back with Portuguese, and of course you can see what the JSON looks like as well, but this is of course a pretty straightforward API. And then here it will give you, it actually filled in some characters in the spaces, but it will actually give you the API call that executed this particular statement. So if you want to integrate it into an application, you can just take it right from here. We can try a couple of others. For example, just say hola. That's an easy one. Of course, that could be in a couple languages, so you don't know what it's going to come back with. Spanish. We can go back here and grab one of these, such as here. Let's just take some of these Japanese characters. Come back over here. Enter the text. Identify language, and it's going to come back and tell me that it's Japanese. And so you can see some of the additional resources that are here. You can also try it in batch mode. So if you have an entire data set that you want to identify the language, here's some use cases: translation routing, content moderation, document classification, and so forth. You can use batch, for example, to process hundreds simultaneously, so it's really good high performance and all of that. But that's pretty much it. Straightforward API for calling and identifying language based on text. That's it. If any questions, support at interzoid.com. Otherwise, try it out at interzoid.com. You can get an API key and get trial access and run it a few times, and hopefully we'll see you integrated into something. Thanks for watching.